Hello, everybody, and welcome to our wellness education series, Essential Skincare. I'm so excited to be with you here this evening, and we're obviously going to be covering all things about your skincare, how to keep your skin looking healthy and youthful, and we're going to be tackling a lot of different things. So make sure at the very start of this class that you have a notebook and a pen because you're definitely going to want to be taking some notes as we go through, okay? So first, we're going to take a look at your skin as a whole and really understanding your skin. And I want you to write down some of the things that you really love about your skin, okay, right now. And we're hopefully going to cover how to maintain that, okay, forever or for as long as possible using essential oils and non-toxic products. And I want you to write down one or two things, maybe three, that you're wanting to improve on with your skin. Now, what I do want to remind everybody is that as we've gone through this series, we've talked about the wellness pyramid. And so when we talk about essential skincare, we're talking about reducing our toxic load, okay? Because whatever we put on our skin is going to go into our system and it's actually going to be processed through our liver, okay? And so we're wanting to make sure that we're using products, just like our cleaning products, but we're using products on our skin that are non-toxic and that are not going to be as harshly chemically based so that it doesn't hurt our bodies and our skin over time and our cells, because our cells and their health actually help our skin maintaining its youthfulness, okay? So the first thing that we're going to talk about before we actually dive into the kits and the really skincare lines that doTERRA has to offer is we're going to talk about some basic skincare issues, common skincare issues that you might be facing. And so the first one is redness, okay? And so this can come from a variety of issues, but most are rooted in inflammation. Now, I do also suffer from redness, okay? I have had eczema since I was little, and when you go to like a skin counter, or not a skin counter, a makeup counter in the mall, I used to go to a really expensive skincare counter, and they'd be like, oh, you have red undertones, right? And so you need this foundation to cover that. This is that kind of redness also that we're talking about, along with, you know, larger redness that you might appear on your skin. So we're talking about both. And so the recommended products here are Yaropalm, and when in doubt, use frankincense. And so you'll see as we go through these slides, those are pretty much the two that are consistent. But the other products that are on here are not to be, you know, doubted or thought of as lesser than, okay? So let me go through Yaropalm really quickly. Yaropalm is a great mender, healer. It's also a great, it feels like a moisturizer. It gets really down into those dermal layers, helping your skin. And so Yaropalm is fantastic for that. And we always say in my industry is when in doubt, use frankincense. So frankincense is fantastic for repairing that skin, collagen, helping with those cells. It really rejuvenates. And so when in doubt, use frankincense pretty much for anything, but specifically here for your skincare. Now, helichrysum is like nature's Band-Aid. So if you are experiencing any, you know, lack of collagen in your skin, it's going to be able to go in and help with any of those little micro issues that you have on that top derma layer. And helichrysum is fantastic, and it is actually in CorrectX. Now, CorrectX is that little tube, and for my kids, I actually use this for their little bumps and bruises, or their cuts to help not have it get infected. But because CorrectX has things like helichrysum and frankincense and other really skin soothing and healing essential oils in it, so you can actually use this on really red areas, and it will help draw that out for you as well. Okay. Now the next one is scars. So I'm a mom and I have some in my tummy area, and so this is one of the most common things I think that I see in women, and they ask about that. Now obviously scars can fade over time, but if we want to minimize the color, the discoloration, or the size, or if we want to heal up the speed up the healing process, excuse me, geranium is fantastic for this. Yaropalm again, frankincense, and neroli. Okay. Now, as we go through, I am going to bring back up some of these oils when we're talking about maintenance of your skin, but I want to focus on the scars right now. So what you can do for geranium, because frankincense and neroli, these are the touch, meaning that they have coconut oil in them. And so it really makes it a lot easier for application because they're in the roll-ons, but also that we've talked about this before, that coconut oil, it actually allows the essential oil to soak in and it can absorb more into those areas, working better. Okay, it's not going to flash off and evaporate for most of what you're putting on. And so when you're using something like geranium, make sure you apply coconut oil to the area, and then you can apply geranium after. And I really like to layer these oils one on top of another, and that is what I find works best for me. So I'll just put coconut oil and put geranium, and then frankincense, and then neroli, and then yarrow pom. Now with yarrow pom, if you're just using that exclusively, you actually don't need coconut oil, because the carrier oil in yarrow is pomegranate, which is the palm in the yarrow pom. And so that one already has it in it, and so it's going to be much easier for you. And what you'll find is the consistency in yarrow pom is thicker. It might not go on as easily, but you won't need as much as long as you have it in your fingers, and then you apply it to the scar area of choice. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is breakouts. And so most of the time for us, this is going to happen in our prepubescent years. However, if you're like me, you're in your mid-30s and sometimes you get that freak breakout, these are some of the products that we would recommend it, okay? Because you can have food sensitivities, or maybe your hormones are going through some changes, or you've got, you used a different product that your skin isn't really liking, and so you break out, right? And so all of these things can cause a little mini breakout. And so HD Clear is specifically from the HD Clear line, which I will talk about a little more later. And it has a really fantastic combination of essential oils. It's a blend put together to get rid of those little blemishes that might come up, or larger, more chronic issues that you might be having. HD Clear is the one. Melaleuca is fantastic for those little ... and get rid of those problem areas, as well as Rose Touch. Okay, now Rose is another one I'm going to talk about later. I use Rose for everything. It is amazing and I love it. Okay, so another common skincare issue is brown spots. Sun exposure, aging, hormonal pigmentation, all of these are factors, or all of, one or all can contribute to brown spots on your skin. And so you'll see right here, frankincense, lavender, sandalwood, and black spruce. And so when you're using essential oils for something like a brown spot, you're going to want to make sure that your consistency is key. Okay, it's not, oh, I'm going to do this 3 times in the evening and it's going to be fantastic. You want to make sure that you have it in your morning regimen for your skincare and your evening regimen, and it's not an overpowering of a brown spot once. Okay, you're going to want to take 1 drop, use some coconut oil, apply it to that spot morning and night, and wait to see the long-term effects that it will have over time. Okay, but these are the greatest essential oils for those little common skin issues of brown spots. Okay. And now we're getting to the nitty-gritty of the aging, okay? Aging is evidenced by fine lines and wrinkles and loose skin. Over time, we lose collagen in our skin, okay? We lose the elasticity. That's what makes that drooping in our faces, that it doesn't no longer pulls back and holds up nice and tight, right? All of those things over time, whether it's our hormones or our diet or whatever it is, that we're losing that. And so as we're aging, we want to maintain that as long as possible. And this aging gracefully with natural products is the best way to support this process, okay? So frankincense, again, you see it on here, and Immortelle. So Immortelle is almost what it sounds like, right? It makes your skin immortal, right? It's got myrrh, it's got frankincense in it, it's got, I believe, geranium. It's a lot of essential oils put in one blend that really help that aging process of your skin. And just like with brown spots, you're going to see the best benefit over a smaller dose over time to get those results that you need. Now, this Immortelle is in a roller bottle, but it actually does not have coconut oil. And so what I really like to do with the Immortelle is I'll take those little cotton pads and I'll douse it with coconut oil, and I'll put coconut oil all over my skin. And once I have that coconut oil all over my skin, what I do is I take the Immortelle and I'll put it in highlighted areas for myself. And I even put it on my neck, because your neck is an extension of your face and you want to make sure that you help that aging process as well. And then I rub it in, very lightly rub it in, because what I found for myself personally is that my skin is a little bit more on the sensitive side. And so if I overpower it with a blend like Immortelle that has really fantastic oils in it, sometimes my skin will freak out a little bit, right? And it might get a little bit itchy or something like that. And so using coconut oil to draw that out in the beginning and dilute it is fantastic, because it has amazing properties for aging. Okay, now if Immortelle is not in your little essential oils toolkit, that's okay. We have neroli, which is also a roll-on, frankincense. When in doubt, use frankincense. And myrrh is fantastic. Myrrh has a thicker consistency. You'll be able to put it on your skin. It will feel so amazing. The only thing about myrrh is that it has a specific odor that's more dirt-like. So just be ready for that. And I say that because if you're crawling into bed with your partner and you've just put on myrrh, you might not get the best reaction. It might be quite different than what you're anticipating. So I just want to throw that out there as a PSA, okay? Now, we can't talk about skincare without talking about lifelong vitality. Now, I did a class specifically on lifelong vitality, and so we do know the benefits of it, right? But it's really healing, protecting, revitalizing for your skin. And like I said before, our skin absorbs 80% of what's put on it, right? And so when we have not so great looking skin, that's a reflection on what's going on inside of our bodies. And so if we can come in and have a foundational effect on our bodies, giving it the nutrients that it needs, putting it back at homeostasis, taking away that inflammation and putting out those fires in your body so that it's not working on overdrive all the time, giving the liver the support that it needs, then what's going on in your body isn't so extreme, and then it won't come out through your skin. Okay. And so within the Lifelong Vitality, here are 21 vitamins and minerals that are within the Lifelong Vitality pack that will help your skin, the collagen, the elasticity, the look, it will help on a cellular level. And so they are all listed here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but some really big ones are vitamin C, zinc, copper, vitamin K, right? Vitamin D. So all of these things are fantastic for your skin, in addition to what they do for your body and your energy and all of the things, and your immune system and your joints and your, brain health, all of those things that we talked about in a previous class. Okay. So again, if you really want to make the biggest impact, this is the way to do it. I've had so many people tell me, man, I have, no energy, blah, blah, blah. And they start taking the Lifelong Vitality. And a side effect of them taking the Lifelong Vitality is their skin is clear. They don't have the acne. They don't have, the acne under their skin that's really, really painful. And they feel so good about themselves. And so again, I've had many testimonials to this. And so I just wanted to say that because I've seen it firsthand. Okay. So now let's talk about more internal support for your system. So we talked about the Yarrow Palm oil, right, for your skin, but we also have a Yarrow Palm soft gel that you can take inside, okay? This has grapeseed oil and vitamin C, which is essential for collagen production, okay? And it actually enhances the glow in your in your skin, okay? And then Terrazyme is really great. We talked about this for the digestion and adding the raw materials that your body needs to have that support when it's digesting things. But it also supports proper elimination of the bad chemicals that you need. And so it also helps calm your angry red skin, okay? Now on here it says eczema. I actually have eczema, and that's part of why my skin is so red, okay? And it's not just on my face. I have, you know, spot areas on my feet, on my arms. And so because of that, I started taking Terrazyme, and I've noticed a huge difference, not just in my facial, my face with my redness in my face, but also in my eczema. And again, this is gonna help support your skin so that it's prettier for longer and more youthful, okay? Now let's talk about PB Assist. This is the prebiotic. This has prebiotic and probiotic, okay? But this balances the bacteria for optimal health, and it also soothes the gut, again, for inflammation. So that's going to help whatever is going on in your gut will most likely eventually come out on your skin, okay? Our skin is the largest organ that we have, and so it's just going to be pushed out onto the skin. So this makes sense. And so the Terrazyme and the PB Assist are helping with that, helping manage what's, along with the Lifeline Vitality, help manage what's going on the inside, so that you're actually solving the problem, solving the issue, giving your body what it needs to have that foundational health so that it doesn't push itself out onto your skin, making you feel uncomfortable, okay? And then obviously we have water, right? We're drinking half of our body in ounces per day, our body weight in ounces per day. And a really great way to support your liver and your kidney is adding a citrus oil. So a lemon, a grapefruit, a bergamot, a lime, a green mandarin, whatever you feel in the mood for that day, wild orange, whatever you feel in the mood for, 1 drop per every 8 ounces in your water. You can drink that throughout the day, and that's going to help with that toxic load in your body on a very, you know, budget-based scale. It's fantastic, okay? And also when we drink water, it obviously helps us lose weight a little more, so that's just a little side note in there too. And adding essential oils will support that as well. Okay, so now let's talk about choosing a skincare line that is correct for you, okay? So we have 3 different skincare lines within doTERRA for 3 different age groups or stages in life, but they're not necessarily for stages in life, but they are. So let me go ahead and dive into that a little bit. So this is the Virage skincare line, okay? All natural ingredients. This is ideal for aging skin. And so this is for someone that's probably, you know, late 20s to whenever. They don't really have an aging issue yet. I still use Virage. And so their skincare regimen is going to be a little bit less complex, right? They don't necessarily have these areas that they need to treat, but they want to be proactive about how their skin looks and maintain some of those things. So if you think back to that first slide and you wrote down some of the things that you love, this line might tackle some of those things. And it also might tackle some of the things that you're wanting to work on, okay? So the first thing in the Virage is the Virage cleanser. I use the Virage cleanser. I love it because I use makeup, and I found that this specific cleanser helps getting most of your makeup off, right? And so I really love it. I can feel how clean it is. It feels like a spa in my bathroom every morning and evening when I'm using it, and I love it, okay? It's like a self-care moment, if you will. They also have the Virage toner. Okay, now this toner is a spray. So it's not necessarily going to be like something that you would really draw anything out. Okay, it's just really to help with the balance of your skin to start the day off fantastically. Okay, it kind of rejuvenates you. I actually also use this toner to set my makeup. Okay, so you know how they have those sprays that set your makeup? I use this, and it's actually a non-toxic way to do that, and I love it. And it works fantastically. Okay, and then you have in that bright green bottle on the slide is the Virage or the Immortelle serum. Now we talked about the Immortelle roll-on, but the Immortelle serum is a little bit different. It's actually a serum, and it has the scent of Immortelle, and it works like Immortelle, but because it's a serum, you can feel it sink into the skin, okay? And so it feels so good. And so I actually don't use this one in the morning. I use this one in the evening time because I don't want to put makeup on after it, and I don't want to, you know, be out in the elements. I want it to soak into my skin. I want to, you know, get in bed, and it's just sort of like a really great way to treat your skin at the end of the day. And then that last bottle is a light moisturizer, okay? And so I feel like that's why they have the serum with the light moisturizer. And I use the light moisturizer in the morning, okay? And as we go through, you'll understand that you can really mix and match these products, whatever you're wanting to treat, what works best for your skin. If it's more dry, if it's, you know, not, vice versa, you can throw them all in together, okay? And I'm really going to speak from my experience because I do have drier skin, and you know, summer's coming up, and so more people have dry skin in the summer, and so that's kind of, or even in the winter time, right, when it gets really cold, you can also get dry skin then. So we're just going to talk about that as well. Now, the second skincare line is more for prepubescents that might have this acne problem, and so that's kind of what it's geared for, but that's not the only people that get acne. So that's what I meant when I said it is, but it isn't meant for specific ages, right? Now, here is HD Clear. And we talked about the HD Clear roll-on for treating blemishes on your skin, right? But they have an entire line for this. And so there is a foam soap, which is the HD Clear foam soap. It's right on here on the slide. And that is fantastic, not just for oily skin, right? It's also there for dry skin and helping manage that pH balance within the dermal layers on your face. And then you would move over to the HD Clear roll-on for any spot treatments that you have. And then the last bottle is the tall, all-white moisturizer. Now, a lot of people, if they have acne, they think, oh, I need to skip the moisturizer. But what's happening is that you actually need to use the moisturizer because you might be depleting your face of that moisturizer that it needs, so then it overproduces oils in your skin, and that's what you're getting this result from, right? And so, and what we've found is that when you use these three products together, you get the most results, the most beneficial, the most consistent over time. Okay, and so that we want to make sure that you use all these three products together. A lot of what doTERRA does is this has a synergistic effect. So if they're giving you a line, they want you to use all of those products together, or most of them. Okay. Now, the last skincare line that doTERRA has is the Complete Essential Skincare line. Okay, now this really has a lot more variety in it. Okay, this is a little bit more complex, but it is fantastic. So in here is an invigorating scrub. Okay, so you can use that in your weekly regimen, right? So like if you're using the Virage skincare line, you would get something like the invigorating scrub, and you could use that twice a week to get all that dead skin off, make sure you're maintaining that wonderful glow, and then that's how you would incorporate that. Or there's the tightening serum, okay? And you can use that under your eyes, again, at nighttime, right? And you can use it with the Immortelle or the Immortelle serum, or you can use it with Yarrow Pom, right? And that would be maybe a night part of your regimen that you're using. There are so many options here. There's a pore reducing toner. So in the Virage line, there's the spray toner. In this here, you would use one of those circular cotton pads, and you would put this pore reducing toner, and you would apply it to the skin. Now, this is great not only for reducing pores, because yes, it does. I can personally attest to that. I didn't really have a lot of hope at the beginning, and then I started using it, and I was floored, and I cannot live without this product. And it has really great ingredients in it, like melaleuca and geranium, which are fantastic for reducing your pores. And you can smell it in there, and it smells so good. So anyways, I love the pore reducing toner. And so you would just use that, and it can take off your makeup, and then you could apply your moisturizers. And now, and there's a brightening gel and an anti-aging cream moisturizer. I personally use the hydrating cream. Okay, so in the evening time, I'll use the hydrating cream, and then I start my oil regimen, whatever it is. And I actually rotate my oils in. So I might use my Immortelle oil for a while with the serum. Okay, sometimes I do that. And I'll apply the moisturizer first. I'll put a little bit of coconut oil on my face after the moisturizer is soaked up, and then I do my little spot treats like I told you guys. Okay, and then I might do my hydrating cream at night and my Yarrow Pom, because that's thicker, and maybe I'm sunburned, and maybe I need that extra support, and I can just feel the dehydration in my skin, and so I'll just put that in. Or I can just, it feels tight after your sunburn on your forehead or your cheeks, and you just want a little extra support, and then I might add Yarrow Pom and lavender, because lavender pulls out that stinging sensation from your face, just like aloe vera would, right? But it's not so slimy and it smells pretty. So you can use lavender for that as well. Or I also have a regimen where I use the hydrating cream at night. Hydrating cream is in all of these, by the way. And then I use my girls. I call them my floral girls, and there's 4 of them. And it's rose, neroli, jasmine, and magnolia. Okay, and so excuse me, I'll put my moisturizing cream on, and I have the girls right next to my bed, and I lie in bed and I make sure everybody's asleep, and it is a self-care moment for me. And what's so fantastic is that there's those metal balls in the roller bottle, and it just feels so good to apply it to your skin sometimes, and apply it to your neck. And then I rub one oil in at a time, and I really take my time, and I lightly, very minimally, am massaging my skin, making so the circulation is good in my skin, and I'm working on my problem areas, my little crow's feet right here. I'm making sure that I take the time to do that. And so those are all different ways that you can use essential oils with these products, intermingling them in and out, and finding what works best for you. Okay, and I say that not to overwhelm you. I say that so that you feel like you have options, right? Because you can use lavender, yes, for calming, and when you're sneezing, right? Or and it will help with that. Or you can use frankincense. When in doubt, use frankincense. But you can use it for your skin, you can use it for cuts, you can use it for bruises, you can use it for so many things. And so I say that to you because all of these essential oils can intermingle, and you can use them, yes, for your skincare, but you can use them for all types of things. Okay, and that's what makes it so fantastic, and that's what gets me so excited about it. Okay, so here's a wellness box suggestion for you. And then this is where we're going to close out, because I want to make sure that you don't feel overwhelmed. But if you do have any questions, make sure that you go to the Wellness Advocate that invited you to this series, and we will make sure that you are set up and you feel really comfortable within your order. Okay, so we have talked a few times about the Loyalty Rewards program. And so what Loyalty Rewards program is, it's just a way for you to repurpose the money that you're already spending on products that are not toxic, right? We want to, again, reduce that toxic load for your skin, for your organs, for your body, for your family, for the environment, all of those things, right? And so taking that money that you would normally spend at a mall counter and spending so much, you can actually reallocate that here into Loyalty Rewards, earn points, and get free products. And who doesn't want free products to help your skin look super awesome? I know I do. So here's a wellness box suggestion. You can get that Lifelong Vitality, okay? Add the Terrazyme and the PB Assist. Both, again, are helping with inflammation and helping create that good balance of bacteria in your gut so that it's not pushing out and creating inflammation on your skin. Okay, and then you can get something like the Virage skincare line. That's a really good place to start because it's only 4 products, so you don't have to feel overwhelmed. Okay, and you can start playing with it, and you can start, seeing the difference in your skin using all of these products. Now, if you place this order that we're recommending for you right here, if you place it before the 15th of the month, you're going to get a free oil from doTERRA. And they do that every single month. And they're going to take this entire order that you had, and they're going to give you at least 10% back, up to 30% from this order in free points to get more stuff. Okay, so out of all of these classes that we've given you about emotions, about reducing your toxic load for your body, in your home, on your face, right? Having more energy, recovery, you can get, as you earn points through the Loyalty Rewards program, you can get almost any of those products for free when you start on your Loyalty Rewards. And again, if you place it before the 15th of the month, you can also get a free product of the month that doTERRA is just going to throw at you because they really want you to just love the oils as much as we do. Okay. So again, if you have any questions about Loyalty Rewards, please reach out to the wellness advocate that invited you. If you have any questions about Lifelong Vitality, please let us know. We are here to support you. Or what skincare line you should start with, whether it's the HD Clear, or if that's something that you might be good for one of your children, or your niece or your nephew. The Virage skincare line is a great place for all ladies to start. Okay, even men. Okay, I use some of these products on my husband. I use the Immortelle serum. Okay, and he loves it, but don't tell anybody. And so you can use these for yourself or your husband or your partner, whatever. And start asking your essential oil lady or man what essential oils can help treat those specific areas. Okay, we gave you some suggestions around redness, around red spots, around aging. So you've got some notes that have suggestions for you in your back pocket. The next thing is just to consult with someone, talk it out, make sure that that's the best fit for you, and then you can get those oils. And then the third thing is to make sure that you get on that Loyalty Rewards program. Okay, we're not asking you to spend more money. We're asking you to just consider repurposing. Instead of going to a store, going to this website, getting toxic-free products that are infused with essential oils. We've shown you how fantastic they are for you and your family, and how many times you can repurpose the same oils over and over again, and you get to collect like a cashback reward to get more products for free. Okay? So this is it for me in our 8-week series, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Elaine will be back next week. I'm so excited for you guys. We're gonna end this series on a fantastic note, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the future. So have a fantastic day, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.